In this video, I will mainly focus to describe different example of infinite series. First one, suppose consider the series 1 by 1 times 3 plus 2 by 3 times 5 plus 3 by 5 times 7 plus 1. So what will be the nth term? Then n will be n by 2n minus 1 times 2n plus 1. So we have to check the convergence of the given infinite series. So let us consider another series with the nth term n by n square, that is 1 by n. Why we have chosen the bn as n by n square? Because notice in the n the numerator is a linear term, but in the denominator there is a second degree term, that is n times n square. Therefore I have chosen bn as n by n square, that is 1 by n. So if we compute the limit n by bn, that will be limit n tends to infinity n square by 4n square minus 1. So if we divide n square in both side, then we have got limit n tends to infinity 1 by 4 minus 1 by n square. So if we take limit n tends to infinity, that will be 1/4, that is a non-zero term, non-zero number. Therefore from the comparison test we can say that if summation bn converges, then summation n will converge. But we know that summation 1 by n square, that is summation bn, is convergent. Therefore summation n must be convergent. Sorry, here the series summation 1 by n, that is summation bn, is divergent series, not convergent. So the given series summation n must be divergent, it can't converge. Now go to the next example. Consider the series with nth term 1 by square root of n times 2n plus 1. So in this case I will also try to use comparison test. So we have to compare it with some another series. Say for example bn equals to 1 by square root of n times n, that is 1 by n. So if we compute limit n by bn, that will be limit n tends to infinity square root of n by 2n plus 1, that is the limit will be 1 by square root of 2, that is a non-zero number. But the summation bn, that is summation 1 by n, is divergent series, therefore the given series can't converge, therefore the given series is divergent. Now this is example 3. Consider the series 1 by 3 plus 2 by 5 square plus 1. So the nth term is n by 2n plus 1 whole power n. So in this case we have to consider the Cauchy's root test. So then limit n tends to infinity, nth root of n will be limit n tends to infinity n by 2n plus 1, that is limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2 plus 1 by n. So limit will be half, that is the limit is less than 1. So by Cauchy's root test the given series converges. Now go to the fourth example. In the fourth example we are considering a series with nth term n to the power 1 by n minus 1 whole to the power n. So this is quite complicated. So here let un equals to n to the power 1 by n minus 1 to the power n. So in this case we also consider the Cauchy's root test, then limit n tends to infinity, nth root of un will be limit n tends to infinity n to the power 1 by n minus 1. So limit n tends to infinity n to the power 1 by n is nothing but 1, so the limit will be 1 minus 1, that is 0. So by Cauchy's root test the given series is convergent. This is the fifth example. Let us consider an infinite series with nth term cube root of n cube plus 1 minus n, then an equals to cube root of n cube plus 1 minus n. So if we use binomial expansion, then we will have n times 1 plus 1 by n cube whole to the power 1 by 3 minus 1. So we have to use the formula of binomial expansion. So then it will be n times 1 plus 1 by 3 n cube minus 1 by 9 n to the power 6 plus 1 and then minus 1. So after calculating and simplification, we will get n as 1 by 3 n square minus 1 by 9 times n to the power 5 plus 1. Then we have to compare it with some another series. Say for example bn equals to 1 by n square. So then limit n by bn will be 1 by 3. If we take limit as n tends to infinity, it will give 1 by 3, which is a non-zero number. Then by comparison test, since summation bn, that is summation 1 by n square, is a convergent series, therefore the given series summation n must be convergent. Sixth example is a very interesting problem. So in problem 6, we are considering the series with nth term sine 1 by n, that is un equals to sine 1 by n, and suppose we are comparing it with some another series with nth term 1 by n, that is un equals to sine 1 by n and vn equals to 1 by n. Then the limit of the ratio, that is limit n tends to infinity un by vn, equals to limit n tends to infinity sine 1 by n divided by 1 by n. So for simplification, we are considering 1 by n as alpha. Then it will reduce to limit alpha tends to 0 sine alpha divided by alpha. So this is a standard limit which will give the answer 1. So 1 is a non-zero number, therefore by comparison test we can conclude that since summation vn diverges, so the given series summation un must be divergent, it can't converge. Now go to the seventh example. Let us consider an infinite series with nth term 3 times 6 times n plus times so on up to 3n divided by 7 times 10 times so on up to 3n plus 4. Then we will use Rabe's test. Then we have to compute limit n tends to infinity n times an by n plus 1 minus 1. So firstly we will compute the ratio an by n plus 1, that is the ratio of consecutive terms. So an by n plus 1 will be 3n plus 7 by 3n plus 3. So then limit n tends to infinity n times n by n plus 1 minus 1 will be limit n tends to infinity 4n by 3n plus 3 after simplification. So if we divide n in both numerator and denominator, then we will have limit 4/3. So 4/3 is a non-zero number greater than 1. Therefore by Rabe's test we can conclude that the given infinite series is convergent. Problem 8. Let us consider the infinite series summation 1 by square root of n factorial, where n varies from 1 to infinity. From the theory of inequality, we know that n factorial is greater or equals to 2 times n minus 1 for all n greater or equals to 2. Then square root of n factorial will be greater or equals to 2 times n minus 1 by 2 for all n greater or equals to 2. Then 1 by square root of n factorial is less or equals to 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1 divided by 2. Now note that being a geometric series with common ratio 1 by root 2, the series summation 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1 by 2 is convergent. Therefore, the left hand side, that is summation 1 by square root of n factorial, must be convergent due to comparison test. In this case, we are not using the limit form, but still we are using the idea of comparison test. In the right hand side, the series is geometric series which is convergent, therefore the left hand side must be convergent. Problem 9. Let us consider a series summation n power n x to the power n divided by n factorial, where x is positive number. Let us consider an as n to the power n x to the power n divided by n factorial. Then the limit of ratio of consecutive term, that is limit n by n plus 1, will be limit n tends to infinity n by n plus 1 to the power n times 1 by x. So after simplification, we will get that limit n tends to infinity 1 by 1 plus 1 by n to the power n times 1 by x. So we know that the standard limit tells that limit n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by n to the power n is e, that is the exponential e. So ultimately the limit will be 1 by ex. Therefore, by ratio test, we can say that the given series converges if the limit 1 by ex is greater than 1 and diverges if the computed limit 1 by ex is less than 1. But what will happen if 1 by ex is strictly 1, that is x equals to 1 by e? So for the case x equals to 1 by e, we have to use logarithmic test. So what is logarithmic test? That is, firstly we will compute log of n by n plus 1, that is log of e by 1 plus 1 by n to the power n. So this is clearly log e minus n times log of 1 plus 1 by n. So after using the series of logarithmic, after a series, sorry, in this case we will use the series of logarithm, that is log e minus n times log of 1 plus 1 by n, that is log e is 1 minus n times 1 by n minus 1 by 2n square plus 1. So after simplification we will get 1 by 2n minus 1 by 3n square plus 1. Next we have to multiply the log of n by n plus 1 with n, and then we will take the limit n tends to infinity. The limit n tends to infinity, n times log of n by n plus 1 is clearly half, that is less than 1. So then the series diverges at the point x equals to 1 by e, and for the other case I have already discussed using ratio test. Now this is the last example, but this problem is very useful. Let us consider the series summation un equals to summation n plus 1 by n power n plus 1 minus n plus 1 by n whole to the power minus n. So note that un equals to n plus 1 by n to the power n plus 1 minus n plus 1 by n whole to the power minus n. So in this case we have to use Cauchy's root test because the exponent is minus n. So we will get un, that is nth root of un is 1 by n plus 1 by n to the power n plus 1 minus n plus 1 by n, that is 1 by 1 plus 1 by n times 1 plus 1 by n power n minus 1. That is, after simplification we will get such type of fraction. So then taking limit, that is limit n tends to infinity, un to the power 1 by n will be 1 by 1 plus 0 times e minus 1, because limit 1 plus 1 by n will be 1 plus 0, that is 1, and the limit n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by n to the power n is e, that is the standard limit. So we will get the final limit as 1 by e minus 1, which is strictly less than 1, because e lies between 2 and 3. So the 1 by e minus 1 is less than 1. So the Cauchy's root test concludes that, ensures that the given series summation un is convergent. And in the next slide you will get few problems you will try to solve by your own effort.